It was really fun, you know. What's fun about it is I've always liked superheroes as a kid. I grew up reading, you know, Superman comics and Spider-Man and stuff like that and drawing them myself. And so to get a chance to be an actual superhero was amazing.
You are not the only people who exist in the universe. There are countless beings living in it. Are you willing to sacrifice them all?
This is the first animated series that I've done. I've done a lot of commercials and for radio and television.
What do you want to do, Harlock?
Well, they seem interested in having a gentlemanly discussion with us, so I think we should oblige them.
Oh, this better not...
Sir, if we go back to one of those earlier takes, just so we get the read. I just want to go back to an earlier take where you definitely nailed the read. Okay. Just the level was low.
Okay. I'm actually about to go on tour with the acting company, and there's actually a lot of parallels with stuff like this in Shakespeare because you have, you know, it's a lot of it's the sword fights and the heroes and the villains and the sort of the large emotions and the gods and the, you know, clashes of titans. It's very similar.
We are leaving Valhalla.
But why?
Because Lord...
Okay. Just to know where you're coming from, if these guys leave, when Albrecht shows up with his fleet, everyone's
Oh, okay.
These guys built the fortress, and it's the only thing that can stop him right now.
But why?
But why? Like,
but why?
Yeah, you can't. That sucks.
Okay.
You know what actor I think is amazing is Gene Wilder. I mean, I don't even know if people remember, you know, he's not so huge right now, but oh my God, what a performance. The producers, he's just phenomenal. I saw that movie the other night. Yeah? Obviously, John Malkovich. Well, I don't know. I think I bear somewhat of a resemblance to. Perhaps it's just the, you know, thick, lustrous hair. But
let's get a shot of that.
Yeah, there you go. It was very important that Harlock in real life be bald because underneath all that, he's got a hairpiece, as you know, and that's where the real battle scar is.
We'll just have to take back what was stolen. Don't worry, Mime. We will deal with those bandits.
Well, what we have here is my official alter ego, pre-existing Harlock. I created this character named Hoverman. My last name is Hoverman, Matt Hoverman. And so this is Hoverman, and his wonderful superpower is that he can float a few feet off the ground. I know it sounds kind of meager, but it serves him in very good stead when he's battling his arch nemesis, Gravity Gary, who's all about just bringing people down. You know, he's trying to just press people into the earth, and Hoverman, you know, he gets everyone just thinking light thoughts and floating a little bit more.
Defending Valhalla? That's not the way to bring peace to the universe.
You know what, though? If you're gonna, it should be defend Valhalla.
Yeah.
That's not the way to bring peace to the universe. That's what it should be.
Valhalla is just a part of the universe. A place where one of the ruling clans live.
Okay. It's gonna be a little quicker.
Yeah, they had that one, what was that battleship? What was the one with the huge...
Oh, Star Blazers.
Is it Star Blazers? Is that what it was?
Battleship
They were like...
Yamato?
Yeah.
Star Blazers.
Oh, yeah. I love that show.
That show was actually created by Leiji Matsumoto, who created Harlock Saga.
Really?
And Harlock
was in it, wasn't he?
appears in a couple of episodes.
No way!
Yes. So there
Dude, it all comes back. The seeds of our destiny are planted in us when we were children.
Hi there. Harlock! Well, it's about time!
You got here?
Tochiro, well, he looks like a bizarre little humanoid. He's a strange-looking little guy, but he's tough as nails. So I like him, because he's just a son of a bitch. He's no nonsense, he doesn't mess around, you know. And he's got a good sense of humor, too.
Harlock! Well, it's about time you got here!
Just don't stretch the ear.
I've done a few. I started out doing Dr. Proctor on, oh, what's that wonderful series? Pokemon. You know, that one, yeah. The Irresponsible Captain Tyler.
Okay.
I was Lieutenant Yamamoto, the straight man on that. And Slayers, I was Almace, which was lots of fun. I was sort of being a demigod, yes. I looked sort of like an aging punk rocker in that one, so that was fun.
You can do whatever you want, but I'm not moving anymore.
All right, okay. We can just come in for breaths at the end.
My pudgy little fingers, man.
Yeah.
We thought those were feet at first.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, look at his feet. That's so creepy.
Well, we usually get like some single malt scotch. And, you know, not that, no. But it gets the voice warm, you know, it's wonderful, really. Usually just a little vocal warm-up. Not a lot. Just sit down, take a look at the script. When it's a new character, when we're first starting with a new character, we watch some of it, listen to some of the Japanese to see what direction they're going with it. And we don't necessarily go in the same direction. We see what fits in with the interpretation, what we have with the script. Sometimes it involves rewriting some of the script because the translation sometimes could be a little too literal and straightforward. Damn you!
Hold up.
Well, right now I just came from rehearsal at the Metropolitan Opera, doing Il Trovatore. And in that I'm actually fighting on stage and lifting sopranos up onto altars. It's a lot of fun. I choreograph stage combat, fights for TV, for plays, stuff like that. And also teach at NYU, at the classical studio. Stage combat, same thing. That's the same instrument Mime was playing.
Good.
I see there are still a few people who seek me. Mime is very spiritual and elusive and very powerful and a very important link in the storyline of the show. She's quite a mystery, and I enjoy being an enigma.
It's Valhalla. We've just entered the region of Valhalla.
Okay.
I did a series called Captain Tyler.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which was very fun. These guys are really fun to work with. They're really professionals, but they keep it light and they keep it loose. And especially for me, because I haven't done a lot of this work, they're good at not making me feel really stupid.
You were kind of like yelling. Do you remember that part? It was like, oh, you were moaning at the end. That's kind of where we're coming in here. So it's almost as if you feel it in your head, too, like it's making your head shake itself apart. It's like an incredible migraine.
He is calling! Wotan is calling us.
Okay, all right. We can keep everything up to when we cut.
Wotan is calling us.
To Valhalla.
Valhalla is calling us?
Yeah. No.
To Valhalla.
To Valhalla. One time. You get me saying that.
Jesus, that's great.
One time and
I'm
Tootsie
so
Roll.
hungry. The Wotans are calling at me. Alright.
Not Wu-Tang Clan, but Wotan. I'm actually a singer. I'm a jazz singer.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a couple CDs out, and that's my main thing is music. And this I do. I guess from singing I have somewhat of a knowledge of projecting and so forth, and the microphones in the studio. So I think that's what makes me suited for this kind of work.
Okay.
It's definitely not acting ability. Has something happened?
Okay, we'll find line number 3, which is page 10.
My brother and my sister are both actors. They live in Los Angeles, and I like to think that somehow it's rubbed off on me, but mostly it's Tony getting performances out of me.
Oh, Freya, please wake up. Please, Freya. Huh?
Is that her sister?
Yeah, basically. You were raised together, you look exactly like each other.
She's the smart one, I'm the pretty one.
Well, I like to chew gum and eat M&Ms before I begin.
At the same time? Ew.
Pretty much, so let me just...
Or let's do that. Or you can, or you can do it perfectly like that. Very nice.
All right. My nickname for Tochiro is Tootsie Roll. I'm saying Tootsie Roll. Okay.
But I cannot return right now.
Mime, tell us where you are right now.
Good. Bring that down a little bit. That's a little too excited for her, I think.
The gold, the Rhine gold, is about to be taken by bandits.
The Rheingold.
Nice.
The Rheingold? Mime, are you talking about the gold at the center of the universe?
That's right.
That was awesome.
Saving Planet Rhine.
Saving Planet Rhine.
Hurry, Totoro!
It's Mime. Mime, what are you doing here?
It's a lot of fun. First of all, because there is some of Wagner's music in the background, so it's always fun hearing that come up. It's great music. Very dramatic, so I think it lends itself perfectly for this kind of a series. And it's fun, I get a kick out of seeing the references to this Rheingold and, you know, the ring and all this stuff. It's a blast.